Now let's trace what's going on when that index.php file actually runs. So I'm going to go back to our site folder here, and I'm going to open up the index.php file. As you can see, this file is quite a bit different. Let's work through each of these lines. The first line here is an include of a new file, which is called functions.php. Let's open that. I'm going to go back to our site folder, and inside of the includes folder, there's our functions.php file. Now in our previous step, this render products function was inside of our header.php file. But because of the way things are ordered now, we need to be able to access any functions right away. Now you'll see why in just a moment, but we need to include our functions at the very top of our script so it's accessible throughout the rest of the script. Right now we have a single function called render products, which used to be in our header.php file. Let's go back to the index.php file. So we include our functions.php file. Next, what we're doing is grabbing the path because we need to know what page we're trying to get to. If we go to our home page, however, there may not be a path. I'm going to jump to the browser here and remove the end of the URL so we're in the base directory here. And inside of this site folder, we're not going to be passing anything to the URL rewrite rule because this is actually blank. So when we get to the point where we're at our index.php file, this get path that we're getting from our .htaccess file right here is going to be empty. So what we're going to do is tell it to use the home.php file as the page. The way we're doing that is by using a ternary operator here to check to see if the path variable is set from the query string. If it is, we're going to set that as the path variable. If it's not, we're going to set it to home.php. Next, we're building our featured products list, which is visible on every page. Now this is similar to what we had in our previous step. And in this next one, what we're doing is including the file that includes the content for the page that we're going to. So let's say we're going to the home page. In that case, the path here will be home.php, and we're going to include a file called pages/home.php. If we go back to our site directory here, and we go to the pages folder, you'll see that we have our about, contact, home, and products pages here. Let's open up the home.php file. I'm also going to open up our home page from our previous step. So in our 01 site folder here, I'm going to expand it and then go to the index.php file. So as we flip between the two here, you'll see that there are just a couple of differences. First of all, this include file up above and the include file below are gone, and we'll see why in just a moment. Also, you'll notice that we have an opening PHP tag that never ends because what we're doing is setting the content of the title and the content of the content variable as PHP variables so we can use them later in a template file, and I'll explain what that means in just a moment. Whereas before, in our index.php file, we had the HTML content right there being printed when this page was accessed.